Stacy, where are you? We need to talk about what you did at the kindergarten today.
Hey, good afternoon to you too, fellow mom friend. I'm at a spa, actually, getting my facial done. Sounds fun, right?
This is not a joke.
Chill. What are you even talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Why on earth would you insult my daughter and make fun of her at school?
Oh, that. Oh my lord, you are such a drama queen, Brittany. I thought it was something serious.
Serious? So, insulting my daughter in front of her whole class is not serious? Is that what you mean?
Come on, it was just a little joke. Lighten up. Kids make fun of each other all the time.
There's a big difference between kids making innocent jokes and an adult mocking another adult's child. Let me remind you, you are a mother of 2 kids, Stacy. So you shouldn't stoop to such childish behavior.
Oh, please. Just stop. My situation isn't so bad that I need advice from a skint like you.
Excuse me?
I know your financial situation inside out, girl.
What are you even talking about?
Now tell me something. Do you work a full-time job? Yes or no?
Yes, I do. Why does that matter?
I knew it.
Huh? Care to explain?
Why in the world would a housewife like you ditch her mommy duties to dive into a full-time job? Only when her hubby dearest becomes a lazy couch potato and jobless, I guess. You guys must be pretty strapped for cash if you're grinding this hard to pay those rents. Poor thing.
Really? Is that your logic? Because, I'm sorry, but your logic doesn't make any sense. Some women enjoy being independent and having a career. It's not always about financial struggles. Not in my case, at least.
Independent? Career? Go lie to someone else, Bree. Don't pull the independent woman card with me. I can smell a lie from a mile away.
For heaven's sake, Stacy! Not everyone's life revolves around being a trophy wife and making weekly trips to spas. Some of us enjoy the satisfaction of having a career, achieving our goals, and setting an example for our children. I get it. It might be difficult for you to understand, especially when you've chosen a different path, but that doesn't mean you get to belittle my choices. And, for your information, I'm proud of being an independent woman who contributes to her family's well-being. You should try respecting that instead of trying to bring me down.
Are you trying to mock me right now? Nice try. Being a trophy wife is 1,000 times better than working long shifts, 6 days a week, at a low-paying corporation. Sucks, right? But hey, you do you. If it makes you feel accomplished, then good for you. Just remember, not everyone can afford to live that lavish lifestyle. Just saying.
What's the deal with you?
Take a good look at those fine lines, wrinkles, and that permanent frown etched on your face. It's like you've aged a century. But hey, I guess you're too busy dealing with your budget to invest in some decent skincare. I mean, not being able to pay your daughter's school fees. That's pretty rough. Tisk tisk.
This argument isn't about appearances or age. I'm very much satisfied with my life. Don't you get it?
Oh, don't get your wrinkles in a twist. You're acting like I'm living in the Stone Age. I have all the time to pamper myself, go on luxurious vacations, and enjoy the finer things in life. Meanwhile, you're stuck in that office of yours working your butt off.
Oh God, stop it! Arguing with you is like arguing with a brick wall. Please leave this topic.
By the way, what's your husband up to these days? You know, I've been wondering if he actually has a job or if he's just chilling at home living the jobless dream. That would explain why you're working so much, right?
Just so you know, my husband does have a real job, unlike what you seem to think. We both work hard to support our family. Your assumptions are way off the mark.
Well, if your husband has a real job, then why is he always either at home with the kids, playing with them at the local park, or just roaming around the neighborhood? That doesn't really sound like a typical job to me. Sounds more like someone with a lot of free time on their hands. You know, like a jobless person.
My husband has flexible hours and he's a doting father. That's how we manage our schedules to ensure our kids get the love and attention they deserve while I work to fulfill my dreams and career goals. It's called teamwork, something you might not understand with your luxurious lifestyle.
Defensive much, Brittany? It's cute how you're trying so hard to hide the truth about your pathetic life to keep up with the happy family image. Must be really tough hustling 24/7, doing mommy duties, defending your loser husband, and, of course, lying about looking hideous. So sad.
Wow. You're entitled to another level. I can't believe the audacity.
Yeah, another level. A level you can't reach with your pathetic job. Not in this lifetime.
You are seriously something else, woman. Pretentious doesn't even begin to cover it. Anyway, I just wanted to discuss the kindergarten matter with you, but let's just leave it. I've had enough.
Again, please don't get your wrinkles in a twist. It's just a little harmless teasing. And, well, you really couldn't afford Mary's school fees, but that's your problem. Not mine. Maybe you should have thought twice before sending your child to such a high-status school if you can't keep up. It's not fair to bring down the good image of the school with your financial struggles. You're not just making your child look bad. It's affecting my kid's social status too.
Disgusting. Our kids are in kindergarten. They're there to learn and grow, not to boost your social standing. However, I'm disgusted but not surprised at all.
Huh? What did Mary tell you? Care to share? Huh?
Mary was devastated, Stacy. She told me everything. She said the teacher was scolding her for not paying her fee on time. She was in tears. You overheard it. When you realized I wasn't there, you took the opportunity during break time to scold your twins for sitting with her, saying she's poor, doesn't even bring her own lunch so they couldn't share theirs, and that she looks unclean. It broke her heart. The whole class laughed at her and called her poor. Do you understand what you put her through?
Broke her heart? Uh-huh. Kids are resilient. They'll forget about it in no time.
Did your brain take a vacation before you landed at the spa or something? Huh?
Well, maybe if you could afford the kindergarten fees on time, Mary wouldn't have to go through this. It's my duty as a mother to protect my children and maintain our social status. If you can't keep up with that, well, that's your problem.
You are delusional. Don't text me.
Oh, I've got a brilliant idea, Bree. Why don't you send Mary to a state school since you can't pay the fees? No fees, no fuss, right? But, you know, there might still be some cost for uniforms, textbooks, and other stuff. Oh, wait, I could cover those for you guys. After all, I've got plenty of money, and I just love doing charity work, especially for people who are, close to me. What do you say?
Don't text me ever again.
Hey, Bree. So, what's the scoop? Any decisions on that state school idea and my generous charity offer?
Not again, please. I thought I told you to back off. And for the record, my daughter's education is none of your beeswax.
Oh, come on. Just spill it. Don't be so uptight.
Like I said before, mind your own business and leave my daughter out of this. We're good without your charity. Thanks.
Look, it's a win-win. Let me explain. No more paying a boatload for Mary's education. No more working like a dog. No more looking like a, widow. And no more lying through your teeth all the time. Sounds pretty fab, right?
Just drop it already.
However, I'm not entirely convinced about your husband's lack of enthusiasm to be a real man and take responsibility. But voila, I've got a solution for him too. I can pull some strings and get him a job at my husband's corporation. Problem solved! I'm such an intelligent and generous woman.
Your generosity is truly overwhelming. Thanks for the offer. I'll make sure to hit you up if we ever need your help. By the way, maybe you should consider going for therapy yourself. It might help you work through those, social status issues you seem to have.
Therapy? Nah, girl, I've got my monthly vacations, weekly shopping sprees, and my husband's off-limits debit card to keep me sane. I'm pretty sure you have no idea what this kind of peace feels like.
Well, Stacy, I might not have all that, but I do have something you seem to be missing lately. Kindness and empathy. Maybe you should try them sometime.
Whatever. I really don't need advice from a broke person like you. But yeah, your pearls of wisdom are truly priceless. I'll give you that.
A broke person in whose business you don't mind mingling? Classy move.
You see, I take great interest in poor people. They're like my case study to measure and amplify my own empathy levels. By the way, are you jealous of my fabulous lifestyle, fellow mommy?
Oh, Stacy, you've cracked the code. I've always aspired to be just like you, the envy of the universe.
You know, it's tough being in the spotlight. Those other neighborhood mommies can't help but turn a shade of green when they see how my husband spoils me. Why wouldn't they? I mean, it's not like their hubbies allow them an off-limits debit card like mine does.
Ugh! I would rather like to be hit with a truck than argue with you. Enough with the insults! I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I think it's time you know the truth.
What truth? What are you talking about?
The neighbors, including me, know the real story, Stacy. Your husband doesn't own a corporate business. It's your stepfather's, and he works there like any other employee. The real owner is his biological son. You and your husband have been telling everyone lies.
You must be mistaken. That's not true.
Oh, but it is, and it doesn't stop there. Those high-end brands you always brag about, they're not the real deal. They're fake. The Gucci belt you wore at Samuel's son's birthday party? Even a blind person could tell it was a knockoff.
Have you lost your mind working like a horse? Huh? You're just jealous of me.
Stacy, nobody is jealous of you. The neighborhood mommies have a good laugh about your delusions behind your back.
How do you even know all of this?
You'd be surprised how much people talk when they see through the smoke and mirrors. We know your vacations are funded by your stepfather-in-law, and those luxurious trips you claim, you're staying in cheap 2-star hotels. Everyone knows the reality. You are the only one living in your happy bubble.
Oh my god. This can't be happening. You're making all of this up to get back at me, right?
I wish it weren't true, Stacy, but the truth has a way of catching up with us all. You can live in your own world of illusions, but don't be surprised when reality knocks on your door. Oh, and by the way, that Richie rich husband of yours with the off-limits debit card you were bragging about, maybe he doesn't know the truth yet. But when he finds out his wife is wasting his hard-earned money on trash copies of designer items, he might just take away that card and kick you out of the house. Just a little something to think about. Oh, my sweetie. I know all this because my husband is the owner of your penthouse building, and guess what? Your family is one of the tenants. But that's not all. My husband has many real estate investments, and he's quite well connected in the city.
Oh, God. What?
Yeah, so it's not too hard to put the pieces together, especially when your husband enjoys sharing all the juicy details of your life with mine. And let's not forget that my husband is also friends with your stepfather-in-law. Small world, huh?
What the hell? How could I? But wait a minute. How come you had not paid Mary's fees? You're lying, aren't you? You're just messing around with me.
You really love drama, don't you? The thing is, Mary's fees were paid on time. That day, the teacher was scolding another Mary in her class, not ours. You must have misunderstood, but when I tried to talk to you about it, you just started teasing me for being poor and never really listened.
How could I miss it? Oh my god. So, if your husband is so well off, why do you work full-time? Just curious.
Well, it's because I'm career-oriented. Not every woman enjoys spas, vacays, and off-limits debit cards. My husband is completely supportive of my goals.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm really sorry about what happened, Bree. We're both mom friends, and our kids go to the same school. Can't we just forget about all this and be friends again? Huh?
No thanks, sweetie. I prefer genuine people in my life.
But I promise I won't let this happen again. I'll make it up to you. Please, let's just move past this.
It's not just about the kindergarten incident. It's about trust and respect in a friendship. Right now, I can't see how we can rebuild that. Also, your idea of happiness is very different than mine. So, let's just leave.
Fine. But please, let's keep this chat between us. I was just teasing you. And don't tell anyone about the debit card and our lifestyle, okay?
I have zero interest in you and your pathetic life, Stacy. It's the last thing I care about, believe me. Please, never text me again, not even by mistake.
You liar! I can't believe you betrayed me like this.
Excuse me? Betrayed you? What are you talking about?
My husband found out about the debit card. We had a huge fight because of you.
I never told anyone about it.
Well, someone sure did. He's threatening to divorce me now, thanks to you.
This is not my fault. You've been living a lie and it's catching up with you. Maybe it's time for a reality check. Stop blaming others for your own mistakes and playing the victim for once.
You think this is funny, huh? Laughing at my misery? Aren't you?
I'm not laughing at you, for heaven's sake. Please, leave me out of your marital dramas. I beg you.
Oh my god. Please, I don't know what to do. If he divorces me, where will I go?
That's something you should have thought about before lying to everyone and flaunting your fake lifestyle.
Please, help me fix this. Talk to your husband and, tell him it was a misunderstanding.
No, go away. I won't be part of your web of lies any longer.
You self-righteous hypocrite. You're no better than me.
I may not be perfect, but at least I don't pretend to be something I'm not.
All right then. Go ahead, act all high and mighty. But remember this. Karma has a funny way of coming back around.
Here comes the real Stacy once the mask is down. You'll never change. I'll take my chances with karma. For now, I'm blocking you. Goodbye forever.
You'll regret this. Blocking my number won't make your own life any better.
I'd rather be true to myself and face the consequences than continue living a lie. Goodbye, sweetie. Well, it turns out that Stacy's house of cards came crashing down faster than she could say spa day. Unsurprisingly, her husband Dearest kicked her out and took the kids she used to boast about all the damn time. After some convincing from his stepdad, the husband divorced her too in no time, all thanks to the debit card saga. My husband had a word with him, and he spilled all the juicy details about her fake lifestyle to the entire neighborhood. Now, everyone knows about her little charade. Last I heard, she's living in a cheap condo with her mom back in Mexico. I guess those monthly vacations and spa trips are a thing of the past for her. Karma has quite the sense of humor, doesn't it?